Aaron Harang. He is loaded as a starting pitcher. We'll get to see his stuff in this game. This ballpark located in Queens. This is Citi Field, the home of the Mets. Gary Thorne, John Kruk, Steve Phillips, 2K Major League Baseball. Starting will be Hiroki Kuroda. Steve, what's he looking for? What's he thinking about here against the San Diego lineup?
Well, the manager has to like his chances today, sending out this quality right-hander to the mound, especially against this other lineup. So he's going to keep an eye on the righty, just make sure he executes his pitches and stays on the game plan.
This is the lineup we'll see from the Padres. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Ryan Zimmerman's the guy that you have to game plan against. He can do so many things with a bat in his hand. He's not going to beat you with speed, but he's going to beat you with the long ball or that clutch single to drive in runs.
Time to get rolling. Here's John Jay.
Over this last bit of work for him, that's been a struggle, going just 1 for his last 8 at-bats.
And he knows as a leadoff man that's not going to cut it. He's got to do a better job jump-starting his team's offense.
It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball. Now the Padres losing yesterday's contest. Not a good run for them right now. They've dropped their last 4. This one's grounded near third. Foul. Looking at that last outing, they ran into trouble 10th inning.
Yeah, they made some mistakes late in the game, and that's when you can't make them. It seems to be more magnified.
And that one swung on and missed by John Jay.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And now we'll take a quick look at the Mets. This is how they line up on the field. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, the manager loves to be able to mix and match, and when you have players who can only play one position, sometimes you can get in some trouble with injuries. Alberto Callaspo, though, gives you a lot of different options. He can play second, he can play third, he can play short, he can even play first base, and I'm sure if you ask him, hey, he'll play the outfield too. He can play all 4 positions as equally as well, and that's a key because a lot of times you lose something when you move a guy so much. He is an asset.
Split-fingered pitch is in there for strike 1.
Well, you know, the Padres have had some heartbreaking ends to their seasons in the past decade or so. 2010, when they lost the NL West lead in the last day, still stands out to me. But in 2012, they avoided that fate by being out of contention right from the get-go.
That's a strike, and Kuroda takes the count to 0-2. Going back to our discussion about the Padres, what Steve said about never being in it might sound a bit cruel, but even after only week 1 of baseball, they were already 4 games out, John.
Yeah, and that's tough to dig out of even that early in the season, and really from early May through the rest of the season.
He swings and nails a liner, and it's caught by Altuve. The Mets schedule, it looks like this. This is the final game with San Diego. The next series at home brings in a worthy opponent, the Miami Marlins. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then they'll square off against a fellow NL East team. Philadelphia Phillies will be hosting. The pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, looking at what Cabrera's been up to, the lumber's been real active right now, making good contact. He's gone 4 for his last 8 at-bats. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances to score runs.
Miguel Cabrera not fooled by that pitch. That'll even the count.
Had a big shot last time out, swinging the bat very well. Took advantage of a pitcher's mistake. He had good patience at the plate. Got a pitch he could drive.
That's a foul ball. And the 1-2 pitch from Kuroda. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Crawford's there. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And so Hiroki Kuroda gets him 1-2-3. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And the Mets their first chance coming up. And it'll be Aaron Harang doing the pitching. He's starting the game for San Diego. So, Steve, how do you think you'll go about handling these Mets bats today?
A pretty even matchup right here. Quality right-hander against a quality lineup. And oftentimes we say good pitching beats good hitting. We'll see if that prevails in this one.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. That's inside. Brantley watches it.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
Smash towards the hole. And Cabrera gloves that one. Terry Collins has set the lineup, and here it is. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, I love guys that when you make a mistake in the lineup, they make you pay for it. Jose Bautista's that guy. You talk about a violent swing, Gary. I hope he doesn't hurt his back swinging so hard.
We'll take a quick look at the Padres in their defensive alignment.
Now this defense ranked in the bottom 5 in the National League, and it's a real problem for this club because once you make these kinds of mistakes, you can never make them up. And it puts so much pressure on the pitching staff, they feel like they need to miss bats. When pitchers don't pitch to contact, that's a problem.
And he watches the low pitch from Harang. Now the 1-0 pitch. And this is below the knees. Ball 2. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, he's up in the count right here, 3-0. And you know he has the green light. As a hitter, you set middle in and try to get something in that zone to generate a run.
Now Jose Altuve with a good 3-1 count. 1 hit, 15 at-bats lifetime off the Padres.
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against this team throughout his career.
Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Good eye by the hitter there, laying off that low ball, understanding below the knees, take it.
Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. It'll be Adam Jones and the Oakland A's. They find themselves at Minute Maid Park playing the Astros. Game gets underway 7 o'clock Eastern. Starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner. Strike 1.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
Jose Bautista watches that one go by. A ball evens the count.
Looking to build offensively off his last game where he had a couple of RBIs and trying to carry that into this one as well.
Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1. Hitting just .217 lifetime off Aaron Harang.
And sometimes you just don't.
Oh, Bautista got good wood on this. It is long gone. Goodbye home run. The Mets are on with a long ball. And so they jump out to the 2-0 lead. Wow, what a great time for a 2-run shot like that. The home run coming with a runner on. Now 2 RBIs on 1 swing. Let's see how the WPA graph looks after that one.
A great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here, and an early lead.
I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first to put the pressure on. And looking at New York, they've got things going right now with their offense as we watch them take the lead just now. And that's what it's all about, guys. Now they're looking to pad the lead.
Ortiz lays off that one up high. And the bat's speaking early here, guys. Quite a boost of confidence right now for this lineup.
A boost of confidence for the lineup, but the pitcher has to be rattled right now thinking, how can I get out of this inning?
And, John, where focus is extremely important, try and close out the inning as best he can. Give his own offense a shot. This one's popped in the air, drifting towards the right side. And Kendrick's there. That's 2 gone.
Let's take a brief look here at the Mets and how they ranked in the National League last season. 8th in doubles, 9th in batting with runners in scoring position. They were in the top 10 in team batting average. An offense that made a lot of contact and got a lot of base hits.
And Crawford's in the box. Here's the pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch. Just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of. That hard fastball away.
Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. One pitch. Ooh, he pulls the string with a circle change. 1-2. Oh, he lost control of that one, and that gets him.
Is it intentional? Is it not intentional? We'll never really know because nobody will admit it. The one thing we do know, the fastball can hurt.
And we've got Montero batting.
Oh, Gary, we see that guy get hit with a pitch. I mean, sometimes, listen, as a pitcher, you just lose a grip on the ball. It doesn't come out of your hand the right way. You end up hitting somebody.
Here's the delivery. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground.
A moment here to see the numbers Miguel Montero put up last year. 2nd batting average with runners in scoring position. 5th in on-base percentage. And, of course, he was very patient at the plate, ranked in the top 10 in walks, doing everything he could to get on base, taking the walk if they gave it to him.
Here's Blanco now, 2 down. Montero's at first base. On at third is Crawford. There goes Montero. 0-1. Ball. And Harang outside the zone for a ball.
Well, up over 20 pitches now here in the first inning. Not the way you want to start the game because it ultimately hurts you in this inning, but it's going to hurt you later as well. You're going to be out early.
Foul. That one goes foul. Here's a swing and a fly ball. This one to Pierce. And that's out number 3. And so they quickly put up the first 2 runs here, getting an early lead. The Mets lead it 2-0. A crisp day here at the ball yard. Temperatures might be dropping a bit later on towards the evening. And it's Ryan Zimmerman. Kuroda with a delivery. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And it's going to be Blanco. And he gets over to take care of business.
And a chance here to check out how the Padres ranked in the National League last year. 2nd in stolen bases, 3rd in triples, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
And we're going to see Pierce here. There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1.
The key for any pitcher is establishing the 4-seam fastball. Once you get that working, it gives you so many different options.
Swung on, hit softly towards the hole. And he steps on first. That's the 2nd out. And it'll be Viciedo batting. Last season 0 for 3 off Hiroki Kuroda. And that runs high. 1-0.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
Can't make contact with a fastball, evens him up 1-1.
A lot of times when you try to overswing, a lot of times it slows your bat down. That's what happened here. That's why that two-seamer got by him.
Good pitch that time that got him to chase 1-2. And here's the delivery. Outside, 2-2 now. The 2-2. Splitter swung on and missed. That's going to retire the side. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. The Mets not letting the lead disappear. Diasco at the plate. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1.
Now that he's gotten the four-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
Alberto Callaspo looks at that one. He's not going to bite. It's a ball, and the count's even. There's a swing and a ground ball. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. Kuroda at the plate. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1.
Well, he has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Line towards third and foul. Slowly on the ground to third, and Zimmerman plays it. On to first, 2 away. A look at the early season schedule here for the Padres. This New York series wraps up today. They'll face the division rival Colorado Rockies. That should be a great series. They really match up well. It'll be a 3-game series. Following that, a division rivalry. They'll face the Dodgers, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. Here's Michael Brantley now with 2 away.
He'd really like to break out, going to 2 for his last 10. As a leadoff man, you look at his production, it's not getting it done. He's got to do a better job to jumpstart his team's offense.
0-1. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
To reinforce the importance of first pitch strikes. I mean, he's gotten 4 hitters out in this game after going to a first pitch strike on them.
He deals. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And this could be extra bases heading towards the corner. He'll hold there at second base, crediting with a double.
Statistics say that the 0-2 count by far is an advantage for the pitcher. But in this situation, he fought off a tough pitch and slapped the base hit.
Great job on that at bat. Altuve at the plate. He had just 1 hit in 15 at-bats against the Padres. The pitch from Harang. Taps this one foul off to the left. And Jose Altuve watches that one go by. That'll even up the count.
Well, you see there, he tried to go on that outside corner, down and away. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. You know that's a pitch you can't hit, so don't even swing at it. Well, and the catcher looked like he really wanted that one.
The 2-1 pitch. Change up. He bounced that one to the catcher. And the fastball is over. 3-2 now. The full count pitch. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Altuve's got himself a base hit. And Bradley is home.
Well, not many pitchers can get away with throwing fastballs right down the middle, and this pitcher falls into that category. He's got to hit corners. When he hits the center of the plate with that fastball, he's going to get a hit.
And Jose Bautista's up. This offense very much controlling the flow of the game. We're seeing that trend continue.
And if you look at how this team is hitting right now, you have to say they're very much in control of this game at this point.
Well, you've got the lead right now with speed on first base. You have to get him going, I think, Gary. Keep the pressure on. Keep trying to tack on some runs.
Outside as Bautista will take it for a ball. And I think John's got a valid point about the momentum and energy we're seeing in the field right now. This offense does not look like it's going to swing and a drive deep left center. This is a one-hopper off the wall. And here's Altuve going to try to score. Good offensive chance here.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
It's David Ortiz in the box now. Steady numbers, 3 for 6 lifetime against Harang. First pitch on the way here. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And in there, the Mets will pick one up. And Bautista comes across. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
And the Mets able to continue this offense.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
And Harang outside the zone for a ball.
Tough start in this game, and obviously really laboring in this inning, up over 20 pitches, and just can't seem to throw strikes.
That one taken by Crawford for a strike. Catcher gets a hold of that one in the dirt. Harang kicks and delivers 2-1. And this one's up the middle. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. That's enjoying a 5-run lead. Game moving along. Let's see how it's gone so far for Bud Black. He knows very well the pitching is not out there on the hill. It's not been close to what they needed in this ball game. So they're going to have to count on some big at-bats. There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1.
Now you check out Kendrick. The lumber's been real active right now, making good contact. He's gone 4 for his last 7.
And he's done everything he can to help the guys behind him, always on base.
And he lets that one go by. Howie Kendrick evens the count.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
Pitch on the way. Kendrick, foul ball. Kendrick fouls off another.
But what you're looking for when you're behind an account is you hope the pitcher makes a mistake. In this case, though, he didn't. He made a great pitch down in the strike zone. But give the hitter credit. He gets up on that bat a little bit, choking up, and keeps it in play to keep the at-bat alive.
And the 1-2 pitch from Kuroda. One away.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. Walking back to the dugout now.
And here's Flowers at the plate. No hits and 2 at-bats last year off Hiroki Kuroda. Line shot into center field. That falls in. First hit of the ball game for this club. He's going to try to stretch it. And so with 1 out, they've got a man on second.
You can't really blame the defense right there for him ending up on second base. Sometimes you have to just credit the hustle and aggressiveness of the base runner.
Doubles are always big, Steve. This is how you score runs. You get yourself into scoring position, and he did it.
Well, you have to think double out of the batter's box. Good coaching on the bases and great effort by the batter. Excellent job.
And we're going to see Harang here. He squares around, and he gets this one down. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
The low ball's a tough one to bunt. I'll give him that. But you have to get the job done. It's the little things that lead to victories.
John Jay will get the RBI chance. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. This one's towards Brantley. And he's there to retire the side. Hiroki Kuroda. That's a nice piece of work. He has a shutout through 3 innings of work. Next, it'll be the Mets getting it going. And we've got Montero batting. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Well, I think it's the circle change that we've been seeing him going with quite a bit in this one. He's using it pretty often.
You want your pitcher to kind of change it up, to have a balanced approach so the hitter can't think along with them. What I don't understand is why is he not using his best pitch, which is the 4-seam fastball, to keep the hitters honest. It gives him velocity and great command when he uses it.
That changeup bounces to the plate. Now Miguel Montero has the count 3-1.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one, swinging the bat well.
The 3-1 on the way. He lets that fastball go by. Called strike 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. That swung on and flied to right. This one to Pierce as he ranges in and comes up with it. And Blanco digs in. There's 1 out. Well, it's keeping up with the hit trends in this one. Let's take a look at the pitches that he's thrown on the mound that have been put in play.
Well, his fastball's been put in play, and that 2-seamer's been hit 2 times so far in this one.
You know, John, that pitch hasn't been his only problem here. He's been hit on several pitches, and so while it's an interesting stat, I think you have to look at his overall performance and what he's done.
And Harang outside the zone for a ball.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
And he takes a fastball for a strike. 2-1. Swung on. He hit it. It goes to Jay. The catch is made. Diaspo at the plate. 3rd career at bat, so 1 for 2 against Harang. First pitch of the AB. Ball. Tight rotation there, and it just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 now. And it's a strike call to Callaspo. And there's the inside pitch from Harang. The 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is that sharp curve. That'll draw us even at 2.
That's a great pitch right there. That 12-6 downer curveball on the outside corner. Not much he could do with that one.
Swung on and fouled away.
Foul.
On the way. Hit in the air to center field. And Jay's there to retire the side. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. The Mets 5. San Diego nothing. Batters 2 through 4 coming right up. In the batter's box, Keppinger. Now Montero positions himself. That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it. Looking at that last outing, they ran into trouble 10th inning.
Yeah, they made some mistakes late in the game, and that's when you can't make them. It seems to be more magnified.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and obviously haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
A swing and a foul off to the right side. On the way. He makes contact, line drive. And he's out at first. What an out. You knew we were going to say putt corner on this place.
There's no question about it. You've got to be scared sometimes down there with the way the ball gets on you. Great reactions, and then the accurate throw from his knee.
So with one away, it'll be Miguel Cabrera. As grand as NCAP season was in 2012, he's probably the first to say he did not want it to end the way it did in October. He was a presence in the World Series run, but the last out for the Tigers. Slider just misses 1-0. For Miguel Cabrera, such a presence in the playoffs, even though they batted a little below what he did in season averages, still he was a key in their offense, Steve.
You certainly can't take anything away from Cabrera's season last year, even if his playoffs weren't quite what the regular season was. An unbelievable year winning the Triple Crown.
Foul!
Working the inside part of that plate, 1-2.
He's been seeing the ball pretty well lately, going 4 for his last 8 at-bats. They just cannot seem to keep him off base. He's tough at bats, fighting off good pitches, finding a way to get on.
Slider in there and gets him looking 2 down.
Now this slider has outstanding late movement. Hitter couldn't even pull the trigger on it.
Ryan Zimmerman, he gets ready to swing here with 2 away.
They knew Kuroda had this in him, and he has delivered. He's gone above and beyond.
These at-bats, how's he starting them? Let's take a look.
You want your pitchers to be aggressive and go at the hitters and work ahead in the count. And first pitch strike's the way to do it. Well, in this game, he's retired 8 hitters after he's gone to an 0-1 count.
And it's through. Credit Zimmerman with a single.
And a chance here to check out how the Padres ranked in the National League last year. 2nd in stolen bases, 3rd in triples, and they were in the top 10 in runs. An offense that was relentless, that ability to continue to put the pressure on the opposition and take pressure off their own pitching staff.
And we're going to see Pierce here. He's running towards second.
0-1.
And his throw, he is out. Great throw. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. shutout ongoing Citi Field. Afternoon at the ballpark. Pleasant, cool day here. Kuroda at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. And that's high for a ball. Harang misses. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
Well, his fastball's been put in play, and that two-seamer's been hit 2 times.
Well, it's a bit indicative of how this start has gone. Only 2 hits off of that pitch. But really, he hasn't snuck much by this lineup as they seem dialed in on anything he throws across the plate.
Here's the pitch. Swung, ground ball to short. There's Keppinger on the play. And his throw gets him 1 away.
Let's take a brief look here at the Mets and how they ranked in the National League last season. 9th in hitting with runners in scoring position, 10th in batting average, and they were in the top 10 in hits, a lineup that was able to make a lot of contact and put the ball in play.
1 down, and here's Michael Brantley. He's part of this offensive lineup and counted on by the manager. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1. Called strike, and Harang's got him 0-1. He doubled last time up. A nice pitch that he drove off Harang.
Well, he's going to definitely be able to approach this at bat with a plan and some confidence. Got a hit on the fastball earlier, so you know he must be able to look for it again.
So Jose Altuve will come up now.
Well, you would have to think with the speed that's on first base right now that they'll put him in motion to try to make things happen here in this game.
Had an RBI single his last time to the plate. Here's the delivery. And that's in there for a strike at the letters.
Well, they're taking advantage of the opportunity so far in this game, just blowing them out here, and now getting more men on base again. So this offense has been relentless.
Hit in the air to center field. 2 retired here. And Jose Bautista at the plate, a runner on first.
Harang wishing he could have a do-over. Do they give mulligans out here? I don't think they do.
How's he getting these first pitches across? Well, let's take a look.
The first pitch of an at-bat may be the most critical pitch of the at-bat, especially when you get strike 1. He's gotten 6 hitters out today when he's gone 0-1 in the count.
On the outside corner, 1-1. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss on a fastball.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
1-2 pitch coming. And Bautista hits this one. Oh, Jay, nice play. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. The Mets 5. San Diego nothing. And we're going to see Pierce here. Well, pitchers love to say whether it's in the strike zone or not, if hitters go after it, they're happy. That is the story illustrated here, showing the success and how he's been fooling these batters as they chase pitches.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability, that's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, that makes it so difficult.
That's a strike, and Kuroda takes the count to 0-2.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was looking for right there, but that's a great job of pitching as he fooled the hitter on that pitch down and away.
Got him, 1 away.
A good break on a 90-mile-an-hour pitch.
Breaking ball gets him to swing that time, Gary, and that's what set up that pitch. He had the off-speed pitch right before throwing the breaking ball.
And you get a great combination, John. You get that 2 strikes. You have the element of surprise utilizing that against the batter, and he did.
Yeah, and that back leg just gives out, and if you don't know it's coming, you're out of there.
And it'll be Viciedo batting.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw he seemed a little bit flustered at the plate, expanding the strike zone, striking out twice in that game.
Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. And here's a quick summary of how this guy's mixing up his pitches. How's he doing?
Well, when you're playing behind a guy, you love to see him mix up his pitches, change speeds. But when you're in the batter's box, it can create a lot of havoc for the hitter. He's done a great job of that today.
Hit on the ground towards second. There's Altuve. And a good throw gets him 2 down. The Mets schedule, it looks like this. This is the final game with San Diego. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Miami Marlins. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then it's a road stint for them off to face the Phillies in Philadelphia. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Well, you check out Kendrick. He's been seeing the ball pretty well lately, going 4 for his last 7 at bats.
And he's done everything he can to help the guys behind him, always on base.
Kendrick, foul ball. Kuroda with a delivery. Tried to get him to follow the splitter, but it's 1-2. Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
Kendrick fouls off another.
Well, you know the pitcher wants to get this strikeout right here, but the last thing he wants to do when he's ahead in the count is make a mistake. And the more balls he keeps fouling off in tough situations, the more chance of a mistake coming. Pitcher has to keep his focus right here.
Flied to right. This one to Bautista. And that's out number 3. And so Hiroki Kuroda gets him 1-2-3. Pitching deep into the ball game, and it's working with a lead. Next, it'll be the Mets getting it going. Every game's got a game plan. Is it working for Terry Collins? Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. And it's David Ortiz at the plate. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the 5th. 1 away. And be sure to tune in next Wednesday. It'll be Albert Pujols and the Los Angeles Dodgers. They take their game to San Diego to challenge the Padres at Petco Park. Things getting underway at 6:30 Eastern.
Now looking forward to that. That's going to be some kind of matchup, Gary. Good ball game.
And Crawford's in the box. He grounded out his last time up. First pitch on the way. And he watches the low pitch from Harang.
Well, this is what they need to do right now is retire leadoff men. You can't let a leadoff man keep getting on because they keep coming around to score.
Called strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. And a moment here to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
You know, guys, I think we've seen him rely way too much on that two-seam fastball.
You know, he seems to be ignoring his power curveball today, too, guys, and I don't get it. I mean, maybe he doesn't have the feel for it, but he needs to show it just to put it in the hitter's minds.
Line fair down the line in right. And that's going to be a base hit for Crawford. He's trying for second. And they will tag him out at second. And a moment now to recap last year's leaders in on-base percentage. And take a look at Montero. He's number 5.
Well, you can't score runs if you don't get guys on base, and this guy was one of the best at it in all of baseball last year. He will walk, he can get his base hits, but the bottom line is he is on base, and when you're on base, you have a better chance of scoring runs than just sitting back and waiting for the homer.
Starts him up with a curve for a called strike.
Coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
That one goes foul. Hit up the middle. The dive. Keppinger, nice stop. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. The Mets 5. San Diego nothing. And here's Flowers at the plate. Already found his stroke. First trip up. Got a double off Kuroda.
You know, he could be sitting on that four-seam fastball this time again, just waiting for that pitch, setting him up to try to drive another one.
Well, he had a two-bagger last time through the order, but didn't end up scoring anyone from it. Won't have a chance to tally some RBIs again here as he comes up with the bases empty.
And Montero's calling for the pitch. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. This one to Bautista as he retreats back for it and gets the out.
Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it. One 0 on the way. Slider just misses the black. Falls behind 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball called strike 2 and 1.
There's a reason they put the number 1 down when signaling for the fastball. It has to be your number 1 pitch, your best pitch. That's what he saw right there.
And now Escobar has the 3-1 count. Hit on the ground. Crawford. He's out. 2 down here in the inning. Here's John Jay with 2 away. He had a .500 average last year against the Mets. And he starts him out. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Grounder, Callaspo. He's up with it. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning.
Now, Gary really brought his A game for this one, executing all of his pitches. Great command and control.
It's going to be Blanco now.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one. Swung the bat well.
And doing the pitching, J.P. Howell. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Well, you don't have to be a hard thrower to be an effective relief pitcher. J.P. Howell is living proof of that. He throws a fastball in the mid-80s, but while he gets hitters out, is he has a devastating knuckle curve, that big 12-6 breaks that get a lot of hitters swinging over top of it. He's great at changing speeds, and he doesn't beat himself.
Blanco not fooled by that pitch. The count is evened up. Taps this one foul to the right. Line drive fouled off towards first.
Well, anytime you have 2 strikes, if you look at the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand and you think it's going to be a borderline pitch, you better swing. You don't leave it in the hands of the umpire. Take your chances, and that's what he did. He fouled it off. Now he's going to see another one.
He fouls that one off. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
He helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
Look at the early season schedule here for the Padres. This New York series wraps up today. They head to yet another venue, the Rockies at Coors Field. That'll be a 3-game series. Then they bring in a team that matches up tough against them. the Los Angeles Dodgers. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Just faced each other a couple of times. 0 for 2 against Powell. Alberto Callaspo looks at that one. He's not going to bite. It's a ball and the count's even.
And that pitch right there just sets him up to go about whatever he wants right now. He can go down again in the zone, or he can run something up in the zone. Let's see where he goes.
Curveball. Ooh, where did that miss? 2-2.
Well, this is what you need to do. You need to put up some zeros right now. Get some outs and get your fielders back in the dugout to swing the bat and try to make up this deficit.
This one to Pierce as he drops back for it and puts it away. Kuroda at the plate, and he bounced out his last time. And Howell misses outside. That's going to be a ball. Here's the 1-0 towards center field. And Jay's there to retire the side. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Up next, it'll be the Padres. Well, let's check this out. See whether or not it's as planned for Bud Black. He knows he's going to have to get more innings like that last one and have some production to tie this one up. In the batter's box, Keppinger. He'll lead off the 7th inning. And Kuroda's pitch is out of the zone.
Deep into the ball game, only 2 hits for this offense, and clearly they've been overmatched, Gary, in this one. And you know they're going to have to try something. Try to lay down a bunt. Try to see if you can't wait them out, force them to throw more pitches, or get them out of the ball game.
A swing line to left center, and he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. It rolls all the way to the wall, and he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Well, even though he had 2 hits in the last game, his team lost, but he keeps swinging a bat like this, good things are going to happen.
And he starts Cabrera out. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. Good offensive chance here.
Well, that's just great hand-eye coordination right here. He saw the defense, knew where he wanted to go with it, and he did it.
And a really measured, confident swing right there. Excellent touch, John.
Everything going right for him that time.
And it's Ryan Zimmerman. He had a single in his last time up. There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1. Now this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
And you can see that four-seam fastball. It's been hit twice. And at this point of the game, that may not mean a lot about that pitch.
Well, you know, that pitch, even though it's been hit a couple of times, at this point in the game, he's still got a shutout going. So not a lot of weakness to point to. He's getting out of the innings unscathed. Defense is getting the job done behind him.
Here's the pitch. And he leaves that one alone. Ryan Zimmerman with patience to even it up.
Well, he wanted to just tag the outside corner with that slider, but just off the plate for a ball.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third.
Foul ball!
Another foul ball. Zimmerman working the at-bat.
Well, anytime you have a 2-2 count, especially anytime with 2 strikes,
hit in the air. That's one away. Here's Keppinger heading home. Keppinger comes in to score. For this break, a look at the teams who recorded the most steals from last season. The Brewers, number 1. Second, the Padres. Marlins, third. Fourth, the Giants. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, there's nothing like the stolen base. To me, as a guy who couldn't steal a lot of bases, it is still fun for me to watch because I love watching these guys, the way they tinker with the pitcher, the way they make the pitcher work, and that cat and mouse game between them, the pitcher, and the catcher about pitch outs and everything else makes it so exciting to watch. And this team, one of the best in the league last year at stealing bases.
And Kuroda gets it too close. That'll be taken for a ball. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Swing popped up way up there over near second. And Altuve is going to play it. 2 away. And it'll be Viciedo batting. Grounded out last time through. Cabrera at first. And the first pitch. That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it. Inside with the fastball, 2-0. Makes contact. It is going to be fouled. That fly ball deep and off to the left. And a beauty on the outside corner. Evens things at 2. He delivers. That's a foul ball. Foul. Hit sharply down the line. Throws to first. Side is retired. So they score once on 2 hits. 1 man left. The Padres trying to march right back. And Brantley's in the box. He'll start the home half of the 7th. And Howell misses that one. It's going to be low. Outside as Brantley takes it for a ball. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job. So Jose Altuve will come up now.
He is putting on a mini clinic right there with his 3rd hit, and he might not be done.
1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on the way. Called strike, and Howell's got the better of the count now. 0-1. He deals. And the pitch out. Nothing doing that time. There's a swing. Line drive. Center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 2. Making good contact. Here's a great chance for the Mets.
A hitter can get fooled and still get a base hit as long as he keeps his hands back. That's what he did right there, and it allowed him to punch himself a single.
Jose Bautista now will stand in. Homered back in the first inning. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0.
Well, you see there, he tried to go on that outside corner, down and away. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. You know that's a pitch you can't hit, so don't even swing at it. Well, and the catcher looked like he really wanted that one.
Ball 3. Well, now you know 3 balls. Bautista can be very selective.
Well, you rarely see a pitcher try to throw a changeup inside. You know that was a mistake right there. He's going to have to straighten that pitch up or he's going to get hurt.
That's 1 away. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second. RBI situation for Big Papi David Ortiz.
Well, so much for the questions. Is Big Papi done? We've heard that in the past, but he's continuing to prove he's got some baseball left. He's an RBI machine.
Altuve at first. Brantley on at second. Called strike, and Howell's got the better of the count now, 0-1. Well, for David Ortiz, certainly an RBI machine when he's healthy. Missed a good deal of time last season, but still looks like he can be that big DH in your lineup.
Yeah, 3 years ago we thought his career was over, and now all of a sudden he gets a,
Swung on, he hit it. It goes to Jay. 2 down. We take a look here at the highest average with runners in scoring position last year. And take a look at Montero in the second spot. Third is Buster Posey. Alan Craig's number 1.
Well, you know, with guys on base, a lot of times the hitter gets a little nervous and he squeezes the bat a little harder. This is where this guy seems to relax more than anyone else. He finds a way to put the ball in play and drive in those clutch runs.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Crawford ground ball. And Kendrick in position. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. The Mets 5. Leadoff hitter Howie Kendrick. He flew out his last time up. First pitch of the at bat now. Strike 1. Kuroda gets him swinging.
Well, the key right now is base runners. Get guys on base. Hope you get that big inning to try to break this open and see if you can't catch up a little bit.
Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
And he lets that one go by. Howie Kendrick evens the count. That misses down in the zone. 2-1.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
2-1 delivery, a fastball taken for a call. Strike 2.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Here it comes. And Howie Kendrick on a swing and a miss. He's gone. Boy, he showed him a great rhythm on the mound in that at bat.
Well, great rhythm and a great sequence. He strikes him out on that 5th pitch, and he set him up perfectly.
Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher. Well, Ryan Howard knew 2012 would be a struggle, at least early, as he was rehabbing from Achilles surgery. But he struggled at times and never really seemed to get himself on track.
That fastball gets by him on the first pitch. 0-1. You know, Howard ended up rejoining the team right after the All-Star break last season. It just really took some time for him, John, to get up to speed.
Yeah, and it's going to take a while, too, because that Achilles injury, you know, no one knows what it's like coming back from that. The power that he lost. I think, though, in 2013, I think the numbers should go up for Ryan Howard, but he has to be patient at the plate.
That's taken low for a ball. 2-1.
You know, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
And a swing and a miss by Howard. That count now is even.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that 2-seam fastball.
The pitch. That one fouled off by Howard. Swing and a miss on the splitter. Out number 2.
Gary threw a splitter on that one. Look at the movement. But Gary, he has great action on that splitter today. They're swinging right over the top of it. He's putting it right where he wants. 2 consecutive punch-outs. Well, I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1.
Gary, I think right now that You've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. The countdown's there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ball game.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. He swings and nails a liner, and it's through. Taylor a single. It's going to bring up John Jay.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you're getting in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers. That is huge.
Last at bat, he grounded out. And we've got Darren Oliver out on the mound. The Mets turning to a reliever here.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. Do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
Jay gets set. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. On the way. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that one drops in for him. Wow, that is his first base hit. It has been a struggle to get. Fantastic chance here.
Well, anytime you bring in a relief pitcher to come in a key situation, the last thing you want to do is for him to serve one up to the first hitter. That's exactly what he did, giving up that big base hit.
2 men on, 2 men out. Here's Keppinger's first look. There's a ground ball. And that ball gets through, and the runner's going to come home.
The infield played it deep like they knew he was going to swing away. He did, but was still able to find a hole.
It's Miguel Cabrera. It is a difficult task to try to get back into a ball game at this point, but they're close. Here we go with the first pitch. Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike. This one swung on and driven hard. This one's towards Brantley. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. Well, they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. The Padres trying to march right back into this one after being. It's Miguel Montero to lead it off. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with a big play.
And Stephen Pryor is the pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here. A strike to start the back half of the 8th here, 0-1.
This is the go-to pitch for many.
Line fair down the line and right. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Moment here to see the numbers Miguel Montero put up last year. 2nd in batting average with runners in scoring position. 5th in on-base percentage. And, of course, he was very patient at the plate, ranked in the top 10 in walks, doing everything he could to get on base, taking the walk if they gave it to him.
There's Gregor Blanco now with the RBI chance. For his career, 254 against the Padres. Fastball too low, 1-0. Here's the pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, bring it down to give yourself a chance.
Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. And Blanco strikes out. Could not make contact.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Diasco at the plate. He went 0 for 5 last year against the Padres. Montero leading off second. Steve, they're going to issue the intentional pass here. You have the pitcher spot coming up next.
Now they're looking for either a strikeout or a double play ball in this situation. It's heads-up baseball. The manager's playing the odds in his favor.
It's Oliver at the plate. Boy, he needs to get this out here. You do not want to give up that. Big hit to the opposing pitcher, especially with that top of the order waiting. Here's Turner with the bat. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Now being brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get a base hit and see if they can increase this lead.
Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black, get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. It's fouled off. Here's the pitch. You're out. Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
But keeps the runners right where they are. Now 2 outs. Not a lot of time left in this ball game. You cannot give them more runs.
Here's Michael Brantley now with 2 away. 3 for 4 thus far. And the first pitch. There's a swing. It's popped up. And Keppinger. And that's out number 3. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. Up next, it'll be the Padres. A look at what's happened and what maybe he's got to do from the eyes of Terry Collins. He has to be very pleased right now riding this one out. And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll start the 9th. And doing the pitching, it'll be Mariano Rivera. New York is ready to try and close this one out. So, Steve, what does he hope he has in store for these San Diego hitters?
Well, every hitter knows the approach against Mariano Rivera. Look for that cut fastball. He may show you something else, but when he wants to put you away, he's going to try to run that cut fastball in on the hands of the left-hander and away from the right-hander.
The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, I think right now they're looking to get a couple guys on and see if they can't get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark right here. So base runner's the key. Do not run into outs. Be conservative on the bases. You're down 3.
And the called strike taken by Zimmerman.
You can throw the ball down in the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
And Ryan Zimmerman comes up empty on that swing. Strike 3, he's gone.
Well, great confidence right there in his stuff. Could have wasted a pitch right there, but he figured, why worry?
That's a great job of finishing off the batter in a hurry. Never got a chance to see much. And we're going to see Pierce here. He's 4 for 21 career off the Mets.
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against this team throughout his career.
0-1. On the way. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that 4-seamer.
Strike 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
Tough pitch to hit right here. When you run this fastball up and away, you have to elevate your swing to get on top of it. He ends up taking the pitch.
Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Outside for a ball, and it's full, 3-2.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
This one's grounded near third, foul. And he won't get the call here, so that'll be a free pass.
Well, he just keeps missing the strike zone, and patience on the hitter's part earns the base on balls.
And it'll be Viciedo batting. Rivera with a delivery. First pitch a fastball. That's in there for a strike. Fastball swung on. Can't make contact and behind on the count 0-2. Fastball got him, 2 down.
Well, that's what you want is efficiency. You always want to try to retire a hitter on 3 pitches or less. If you can get it with the strikeout, you'll take that too.
Now Howie Kendrick batting, a runner on first. Lifetime 6 for 24 against the Mets. And gets set for the first pitch. Fouled off. Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
I think you'll agree. We have got the perfect choice in this one for our player of the game. It's hard to argue with the bat of Jose Bautista.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Well, that time again. Thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.